Thanks for logging on to ABC15.com. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Today looks to be a hotter and drier day in the valley with a high of 106. Now, it's going to be drier, meaning we likely won't see any storms in the Phoenix metro area, but it's still going to be humid and we'll get some breezes this afternoon. So keep that in mind as you're planning your day. Today's storm chances looking lower, and then we're clearing out those storm chances really not just today, but through the weekend as we get some drier conditions around here. And that area of high pressure is actually going to build in right over our state. So that again is what's going to lower our storm potential in the valley especially, and really start to lower the storm chances across the state here by the end of the week. And that's also what's going to bring us some hotter weather as we head into the weekend. So those temperatures will be climbing each day, and by the weekend we're looking at highs at 110 degrees here in Phoenix. That area of high pressure will eventually work its way back towards the Four Corners region by early next week, and with that will come the better moisture again and the better potential for storms. Now for today, the valley looks to stay rain-free, but we're going to watch storms that could develop nearby. So you'll notice that by lunchtime we start to see those storms getting going along the Mogollon Rim. We're talking from Page to Flagstaff over to Heber and Globe, Show Low as well, and down into Safford. You'll also notice that we could see some storms down in Pima County and potentially in southern Pinal and southern Maricopa County. They'll be a little scattered, not widespread, but we'll have to keep an eye out on those. If they manage to kick out any strong wind gusts, they certainly could pick up at least some dust. So that could mean a bit of a dust threat for us here in the valley. But again, it looks like the Phoenix area is going to stay rain-free with a better potential for thunderstorms in other parts of our state. So as we look at that storm potential, less than a 10% chance here in Phoenix. Expect scattered storms along the rim and in the White Mountains, and then a slight chance for storms in southern Arizona. The timing for all this, mountain storms will start getting going around lunchtime, and by mid-afternoon we could start to see some of those storms out in southern Arizona. The biggest hazards will be gusty winds and some brief heavy downpours with any storms that develop today. And of course, that could lead to the threat of at least some localized, if not some flash flooding across our state. There's also a threat of low visibility, especially if we manage to get any dust kicked up thanks to those storms that develop to our south and southeast. The storms, by the way, will be moving from southeast to northwest as they develop. So that's something to remember as you're watching radar here this afternoon and evening. Still watching conditions around the museum fire. Of course, the rain the last few days has been beneficial for that firefight, but it's caused some issues, and that threat of flash flooding will again be there today, along with the threat of erratic thunderstorm winds in the area. But our rain chances there back up to about a 40% chance for thunderstorms here today. So we'll still keep a close eye on that situation. And again, the biggest concern will be that threat of flash flooding with any storms that do develop over that burn scar. Temperatures across the valley right near the normal high for this time of year will reach 106 in Phoenix, and a few spots may even bump up to about 107 today. 107 in Bullhead City will reach 109 at Lake Havasu, upper 80s in Prescott, low 90s in Sedona, and low 80s today in Heber and in Flagstaff. Overnight tonight, you can expect those low temperatures to dip back down into the mid to upper 80s here in central Arizona, with lows down into the 50s to 60s along the rim and in the White Mountains region. The valley lows across the valley, or I should say lows across the valley tonight going into our Friday morning will be down into the mid to upper 80s. So it should be a fairly comfortable start to the day tomorrow with mostly clear conditions. Tomorrow afternoon, a couple degrees hotter, and by the weekend, we're looking at highs near 110 Saturday and Sunday. Those look to be the hottest days before those temperatures start to trend down again as those monsoon storm chances gradually increase.